Student, today I am going to explain the components of the Windows screen. As you know, the layout of the Windows operating system basically known as the desktop. So here I am opening the Windows screen of the WordPad. So we'll have to type here WordPad, WORDPAD, WordPad. So we'll see the WordPad as an options appear in the pop-up menu. Have to click here and the WordPad is now started. So this is an application program window of a WordPad. Here you have to know about the component of this all application window. As students, as you know, when we open an application or a folder, it is open always with a rectangular frame structure known as window. There are basically two types of windows. The first one is a application program window. This is the application program window, and the other one is known as the Explorer window. So here we have to know about the component of this Windows screen, this application program window. So now I am going to explain about the component of this window, this application window. So first of all, we are talking about the topmost horizontal strip where the name of window appears. So this is known as, this one is known as title bar. This is known as title bar. Title bar. Next one, this is the rectangular frame. Means this is the rectangular frame about which we are talking. The whole is the rectangular frame and known as the application window. Second one is this is the minimize button. This is the minimize button. This is minimize button. Minimize button. Minimize button. This is the minimize button. Next one is this one. So this is a maximize button. Maximize button. Maximize button. Button. This one is close button. This one is close button. Close button. Close button. Okay, this is the close button. Now we are talking about this one area into which the cursor is moving, is known as working area. This is the working area where we can type anything. This is the working area. Working area. Here we can type anything. This one, the bottommost horizontal strip where the working status of the window appears, is known as a status bar. Here is the status bar. A status bar. A status bar. So these all are the component of the window. Now next one, here this is the home ribbon. This is the home ribbon. Home ribbon. So these all are the component of the application program window. So after that we just have to explain about this all. The title bar, basically talking about the title bar. title bar, this one is the title bar. So title bar is what? The topmost horizontal strip of any window where the name of application and the name of file appears. This is the minimize button. This is the minimize button. So when you will click this one button, when you will click the minimize button, the expanded form of the window will just convert it into the iconic form and will be restored to the taskbar. This is the maximize button. Maximize button, when you will click the maximize button, that will be changed into the restore button. And when you will again click on to the maximize button, the original size of the window will appear. So this is the close button. If you require to close the application program window, we'll have to click the close button. This is the status bar and this is the working area. So this all are the application component of the application window. Here we can type anything. Modern English school. You can type anything. Suppose we require to create the application related application file, we'll have to type your content in the working area and thereafter have to save the file from here. Have to click here and your file is we'll have to define the location where you are required to save the file. We'll have to define the location here. Document and after that have to type the name of the file MES and after that have to define the location where you require to save the file. Choose here desktop if you require to save the file in the desktop area. Okay, and after that have to click on to the save button and your file is saved. Now here you are looking the file, it is saved here. Again if you bring the mouse pointer here and double clicking over it will open the same file again. The file is now going to open in the Microsoft Word. This is the genuine surrounding is to open the text on file. So after that this is the component of the application program window. Now next one I have to know about the Windows Explorer window that shows the folders and its contents. So we are going to double click onto the this PC. Here you are looking here a window appearing. A window is appearing here. This is the Explorer window. So have to know about the example. Have to know about also the component of this all. This is all the window. Here title bar is also available here. This is the title bar where my mouse pointer is moving. This is the location the title bar, and when you will double click onto the icon, suppose we require to open document, you bring the mouse pointer over it and double click over it. You will see the content of the document folder is now opened. Suppose we require to open to a particular other folder, we'll have to click to the left because the whole window is divided into two different sections. The left one section only the folder in the tree form, in the hierarchical form will be displayed, and when you will click onto the same, you will see this is the files and folders containing in the same folder appearing. So you also see this is called the address bar. This is the address bar. This is known as address bar. Okay. This is known as address bar. It is address bar. Location I am just talking about the location where the address bar is. Address bar. Address bar. This is the address bar, and you are also looking here. This is the title bar. Title bar. Title bar. Title bar. Okay. This is the address bar, title bar, and this one is a navigation. This one is the back and forward button. Back and forward button. This and this back and forward button. This is the back button. Okay, this is the back button. ये back button, back button, back button, and this one is a forward button. This is the forward button, forward button, forward button, forward button. Okay, and after that, this is the navigation pane. This side, this is the navigation pane. This area is known as navigation pane. Okay, and this is the toolbar. This is the toolbar here. This area is known as toolbar. This is the toolbar. Toolbar. The area is known as toolbar. The toolbar. 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 And this is the details pane. This area is known as details pane. This area, the whole area is known as details pane. Means talking about the whole area. Whole. This is the details pane. Details pane. Okay, details pane, and so on. And this is the menu bar. Also talking about the other one area. Also talking about the other one area. This is the menu bar. This is the menu bar. Menu bar. Menu bar. Okay, and this is the status bar of the window. Menu bar, and the whole is a rectangular frame. So now we learned about the components of the Explorer window, because here we can simply explore the whole window system. Okay, so now we are just closing this one. Here you are looking that this is the minimize button. When you will click this one button, the expanded form the window will just convert it into the minimized form, into the button form, and store to the taskbar. This is the taskbar. Here again clicking here, it will again appear in the same form. This is the restore button. This time it is restored button. When you will click here, this one is changed into the maximize button. So when you will click onto the button, the window size is expanded to the size of the screen. When you will click the maximize button, your general size of the window is expanded to the size of the screen, and at that moment the maximize button change into the restore button. You again click here, you will see the window is now appearing in its original size. Again, if you require to change the size of the window, will bring mouse pointer here and hold down the left mouse button and drag the window to the right side. The side of the window will be expanded to the from left to right, and when you will click here and hold down the left mouse button and now drag the pointer, you will see the size of the window is now expanding, just contracting, expanding and contracting. Again, if you require to vertically expand and contract the size of the window, will have to bring the mouse pointer. When you will bring the mouse pointer to the end of the window, you will see the mouse pointer is changed into the double striped arrow. At that moment, we will have to hold down the mouse button and drag the pointer toward the outer direction or inner direction. When you will move the pointer to the outer direction, you will see the size of the window is expanded, and when you will move the pointer to the inner direction, you will see the size of the window is contracted, is reduced. So this way we can change the size of the window, and when you will click the minimize button, you are now looking the window is now appearing here in the iconic form. Okay, so have to close, and close means have to close here. It means you will close the Explorer window. So this way we learned about the different other things. Next one, it is too easy to create a folder onto the desktop. How to create a folder onto the desktop? It is very easy. Bring the mouse pointer onto the vacant area of the desktop. Right click onto the desktop. From the mouse pointer, have to right click here, and when you will right click this menu, the menu appears. This menu is called the shortcut menu, and have to bring the mouse pointer near the new option, and you will see an adjacent menu appears in which an option named folder is appearing. Now clicking this folder, the new folder is created by the name of new folder. Now you are looking here, the new folder is created. So here if you want to now have to give the name of the folder here. MES is my folder name. Click here, and after that you will see the folder is now appearing onto the desktop. If you require to change the name of the folder, again have to bring the mouse pointer near the folder, and have to again right click using the mouse pointer, right click onto the folder, and when you will right click you will see the shortcut menu will appear, from which you have to choose the rename option, and you will see the rename option, and you will see the name of the file is now highlighted. Now I have to change the name of the file. Class MES file. So it is too easy to change or rename the folder. Okay, and after that, if you require to create the new folder in the same folder, have to double click into the folder. Now the folder is opened. Again have to right click here. You will see the shortcut menu appearing. Click a new. You will see an adjacent menu will appear, and again have to click the folder. New folder is created. Now have to give the name of the folder. Folder 1. The name of the folder is folder 1 here. Again if you require to create the folder in this folder, again have to click here. So this way this is the address bar. Have to just up. Clicking up will bring you back to its parent folder. Okay, so this way you can create a folder and rename the folder. And okay, thereafter sometime if you require to delete the folder, you see, click here and right click again, right click onto the folder name and delete. You will see the folder is deleted, and when your folder is deleted, that is sent to the recycle bin. Recycle bin is treated here as a dustbin where the unused files or unused things are sent and after deleting. But it can be restored from the recycle bin. It can be restored from the recycle bin. Here you are looking the file which has been deleted from the desktop is now looking here. If you require to restore the same folder to the location where it has been, from where it has been deleted, we'll have to right click again and restore. You will see now the file disappeared from here, and now the file is appearing in the on the desktop. So this way we can delete and restore the file. Sometimes it is also very important to know how to bring a particular file from one place to another place. It is too easy. In the Windows operating system, it is quite easy to bring the file from one location to another location. We'll have to apply the drag and drop method. You know how to apply the drag and drop method? This is the way. We'll have to bring the mouse pointer near to the file and hold down the left mouse button and drag the file. Now you are looking the file is with a mouse pointer, and suppose we require is to store the file into a specified folder, then hold the left mouse button here. You will see the file now has been sent to the folder. So this way it is quite easy is to move the file from one location to another location. So moving and copying of the file from one location to other location is quite easy. So after that we also have to know some other things of the Windows operating system sometime. Here you will see how to change the background of the desktop. It is quite easy to change the background of the desktop. Display setting. Okay, here is the display. Now we are in the display, and we can increase or decrease the brightness. Now you are looking, the brightness can be controlled from here. Night light. Okay, after this you can define the time until 9 p.m. night light will appear. Okay, so these all are the different options according to which we can do the different settings. Okay, you can if you are having any problem in your microphone, you can just start the troubleshooting from here. Troubleshooting also from here. Okay, this is the power and sleep button. You can define the time. On battery power, turn off after. You can define the time when your battery power will turn off, and when plugged in, turn off, and on battery powered PC goes to sleep after, and when you left the computer without touching, and then it will be automatically goes in the sleep mode after 10 minutes. You can also change the time from here, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and so on. Okay, so these all are, this pen contains the different options by using which you can change the whole setting of the computer. Thereafter have to right click here, again right clicking onto the desktop, and go to the personalize. You will also change the background of the screen from here. Now you are looking, the background of the screen has been changed. So this way you can do the different activities in the Windows operating system. Suppose we require to start to any application, bring the mouse pointer near to the start button, click here. You will get the pop-up menu. Now I have to scroll down the menu, scroll down the menu from here, scroll down the menu from here, and suppose we require to start to any application, bring the mouse pointer near to the place, Suppose this is the sticky notes. Sticky notes are actually very helpful. Sticky notes is very helpful features of the Windows operating system, and can also be placed onto the, it can be placed onto the desktop, and it is quite helpful. It is quite helpful to maintain and manage our day-to-day tasks, because it is treated as a to-do list. It will send us, it will help you to get the notification with regard to the activity we are going to perform. Means suppose we have to do a particular task, and at a certain time we can define the time for the tasks, and when you will open the system, you will see the same at the same time that will be opened as a reminder. So this is the sticky notes. Now we are closing here. So we'll have to interact with the whole system in the next. Also have to know the other one things in the next video. Till have a nice day and thank you.